everyone just stays up the rest of the night because they're supposed to be landing in the morning. Anything you would like to do to pass the rest of the night?
I want to examine one of the crowns that I ripped off the bird.
Alright, you have a blue crown. It looks like twisted thorns of some kind, properly matching the rattiness of these monstrous pitch-like birds. Obviously, you understand that this crown has the ability to use ice of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
You're not quite sure how it works.
How big is it? Do you think I could... considering it
It's
was
a
a
little bit
bird,
large for your head. You believe if you put it on, it would fit around your neck like a collar, if anything.
that'd be pretty cool. No pun intended.
Well, at this point,
But
Art...
I'll wait until my HP is better. I don't want it to hurt me.
Okay, at this point, Artemis will, give you the all's good, all's well, no one died, but you did burn a hole in my ship. I expect you to pay for it.
I take out 25 gold coins and hand it to him. That should be more than enough to cover some wooden nails.
He takes 20 and gives you 5 back.
I was trying to even things out so I didn't have to calculate the extra 5. Okay. 55 then is what I've got left.
He insists.
Okay.
The rest of the night goes pretty much uneventful, as everyone tries to gather like they're not sure if they could take another night of this.
Well, they shouldn't have to, because tomorrow's landing day.
Everyone seems restless, despite the fact that no one actually slept. Except maybe the wizard finally dies down and, or at least is quiet for the rest of the night. Florentine is able to look inside the room via some sort of magical means that can confirm that the wizard has not just perished.
Excellent.
Morning dawns. The crew is rough and ready to be off the ship after this little adventure. It is not long until the calls of land ho make their way across the ship. As the dawn rises, you can see what is only presumably the desolation of Silurida. And it is nothing more than a desert wasteland. You cannot see any trees. There are no structures. All is charred and sandy. The ship begins its descent and slowly makes its way kind of to just land about the coastline along this desolate sandy shore. In a small distance you can see, at least through the telescope, what appears to be an excavation site. The crew is tired. A round of applause and thanks go out for everyone and all their doings. The captain saddles up next to you and ever so quietly and somewhat secretly hands you the bird statue back.
Alright.
At which point you remember that you are more than willing to take one, possibly 2 people with you. And the captain reinstates this, that no matter what we've been through, we are still true to our words. It says you are more than welcome to take 1 or 2 people with you, as the rest of the crew will stay on the ship to either await your departure or further orders, as it were.
Alright.
If you're not already there, you can get back up to 80 health.
Okay, thank you. So, I've got to take
You have the choice of
2
up
people.
to 2 people that will accompany you off of the ship.
I think I'll take Rothwell.
Okay. She seems more than eager to go with you.
And Miss Florentine.
She does not seem overjoyed, but she says she will accompany you nonetheless. She adds in, if anything, maybe to teach you a thing or two. And from the way these two look at each other, you can tell that these two probably don't spend a lot of time together.
Right.
Anything else before you set off of the ship? The plank is lowered and thuds into the nice sand below.
Nope, that's it.
Alright. The three of you exit the ship to the north here as you get off the ship.
Okay.
Though Florentine is very fancily dressed, she does not seem to be one that is against going about as she eagerly steps down into the sand, not afraid to get dirty as it seems, but that would really strikes opposite of what she suggests, though, through her clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Rothwell giddily skips behind her down onto the beach. You all can look around and see the coastline obviously is desolate as far as the eye can see. It just looks like desert as best you could describe it. Now, it's common knowledge, as you would expectedly ask, or either one of these ladies would ask of you, that the desolation of Silurita is, well, practically the wasteland that it is, but the only real history of it is sometime in ancient times, something happened which has caused this place to go desolate and barren due to magical means of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about all the other two ladies here can really fill you in on. You see off into the short distance some tents and what appears to be a digging site of some kind. That appears to be the only landmark in sight.
Okay. I think we should head over there.
Alright, the other two reminding it is your call as you have the box, and whatever this is yours. They're just tagging along.
I think we should look for the Saber individual.
You make your way towards the camp, generally. Before too long, you start hearing a noise, kind of off to the side, just kind of past one of the small little dunes on the coastline here. Everyone roll to see if you can decipher what it is.
7.
Alright, you actually rolled the highest of these two ladies. It appears to be humming of some kind. Playful humming. Rothwell will instinctively go over to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
And the three of you are met with the sight of this half-orc woman playing in the sand, building a sandcastle. She looks a little unkempt, a little dirty. She's been wallowing in the sand all day. She's practically built the sandcastle over top of her legs, like she's been playing it for hours, sitting there with what appears to be a small little steel shovel, gently digging up sand and humming, generally just playing in the sand. She appears to be wearing pretty much standard adventurer's clothes.
Okay. I try and get her attention and... Hello.
She takes notice and looks up at the three of you, kind of half shocked for a moment, unsure of what to make of you, and says something in Orcish Does anyone think they know Orcish?
Have I encountered a lot of orcs in Homestead?
The really only encounter you've had with an orc was on your first adventure,
Right.
but he was speaking common.
So no.
Not right offhand. Rothwell doesn't know anything, but Florentine says she is versed in a multitude of languages. It makes a side note that to you, Skaith, that it would do you some good to learn a language or two for these instances.
Yes, definitely.
The orc woman says something, and Florentine translates, and replies back. And she tells the two of you, she asked who we are. I told her we come in peace, and we are looking for generally anything here. And I asked who she was. She says she doesn't know.
That's a little odd, but okay.
At this point, Rothwell will just blatantly shout out, "Do you speak common?" To which the half-orc woman kind of gives a very blank look. She looks very confused. Florentine will once again ask in the orc tongue. She will say, basically, ask, is that your camp? Are you staying here? How did you get here? And will respond by telling you two that the orc woman says she's just playing in the sand. She's having fun.
I don't think we're going to get anything else out of this individual. We need to... Let's head to the camp. Bid her a good day.
You... Okay. You and Florentine take the lead and head off to camp. Rothwell says she's going to stay right here and keep a watch on the orc, and if you guys get out of eyesight, she'll join back up just to make sure this orc doesn't do anything. You and Florentine get to the edge of camp, and you can see there's tents and some proper storage units and such. But it generally looks like a general excavation site. There is an obvious general dig. You can see a large opening in this deserty ground, this sandy sandstone environment, which appears to be opening to a large set of ancient-looking steps. All about, you can see footprints and tracks and just dropped tools in general. Florentine tells you it looks like a general sign of distress, like something has happened here. At which point Rothwell will call for you guys, and you look back, she's waving her arms for you guys to come back.
Alright.
You make your way back, and Rothwell is just eagerly playing in the sand with the orc by the time you get back. And you're both just standing there like, you called us over for this? To which Rothwell just is making sandcastles with this half-orc and doesn't say anything, but just kind of with a "I knew it" smile, just kind of points to the orc, and you see her actually give a good hearty cough, and also coughs up a little bit of that purple dust, the same as your wizard friend did. And also points kind of behind her, like towards her back. Florentine is just looking at her like, what?
I want to take a look at her back.
You walk around to notice that this half-orc has her shirt on backwards. And plain as day, there's a name tag, believe it or not, that does say Saber on the shirt.
So, we're here to rescue this individual. Okay, I want to pull out the statue and ask if she knows anything about this.
Alright, did you put the statue back in the box?
No. He handed it to me and I just kept it with me.
Okay, you just pull it out?
Yes.
Okay, you believe you're gonna have to ask Florentine to translate for you if you're gonna say anything.
Yeah, Pardon me. I asked Florentine to translate and ask if she knows anything about the statue.
As soon as you pull it out, and the orc woman catches sight of it, she looks very scared. Florentine kind of gives a face palm like, "Ah!" and instantly snaps her fingers and says, "Why didn't I think of this earlier?" To which instantly the orc's words are translated into common for the three of you. The orc woman sounds visibly shaken. She jumps up, destroying her sandcastle. Rothwell looks a little bit saddened by this. She looks visibly shaken. He says, "Bad juju! Why you been having that?" She points, taking a few steps away from you.
I put it back and pull out the letter because I kept that with me. Did you send me this?
I don't know, she says.
Okay.
She starts looking around like she's generally lost now. Rothwell says, "Maybe that's confusion gas or something?"
Probably.
Florentine says, "Do you at least know Dispel Magic?"
Yes, I do. Let's give that a shot. First I take a sip of mana potion.
Go for it.
How much will I recover? I've got 20.
You're 60.
Recover 60 or up to 60?
Up to.
Okay. Alright, just in case it doesn't work, I don't want to waste Dispel
Magic will not waste your mana. You're good
okay.
on that.
Well, I cast Dispel Magic.
Roll to cast, though.
Roll to cast. Roll says 4. That's 4.
Well, it doesn't seem to have any effect.
At the cost of some magic, can I try again?
Sure.
13.
Alright, you successfully used Dispel Magic, but it does not appear to change or alter her mood. But now she does not seem to be coughing up any purple gas anymore.
So at least that maybe stopped it from being produced in her system or whatever.
Rothwell will try and slide herself out from underneath her sandcastle without destroying it as much as she can. We'll kind of put up hands to console this now seemingly taller half-orc woman. And to which the orc will kind of visibly, you can see she kind of gathers her thoughts and she asks, "What y'all doing here? Ain't supposed to be nobody but me and my friends."
I received this letter that says it's from, or not necessarily from, but signed Saber, that requested assistance and rescue.
She looks at you. "I don't know no Saber. Just me and my friends here. We And she gives a look as she kind of drifts off into that lost look again. Florentine says she's obviously been under this for some time, it seems. Taking a daring step, Florentine kind of urges you to pull out the bird figurine again.
I did certainly pull it out. Just
She puts up a cautious hand and asks the orc woman, Do you know whose this is? Where this goes to? She looks still a little bit visibly startled by the sight of this figurine. And the orc woman kind of gathers her thoughts again as Rothwell's kind of now practically petting her. At least her shoulder for what she can reach. The orc woman says, That be the juju there. The magic juju of the dig, I think, she says. She puts a hand to her head. She seems aware that she's not 100% there. Florentine says, they're probably relating to whatever this excavation is. Rothwell says, maybe we can find some answers? Until this wears off, I guess?
yeah, let's do that.
Alright, and Rothwell kind of courts the half-orc, who seems willing to go with the three of you as you make your way over to the camp, ready to investigate whatever lies within. Skaith, you get about 5 or 6 steps and you kick something in the sand.
Alright. What did I look down and what did I kick?
Something shines white. It's still a little half buried, but it's kind of smallish.
I want to dust it off.
You dust it off. It is easily recognizable as a worn, as in, you know, weathered by time, worn. It is another worn smiley mask.
Oh no.
Florentine kind of turns around to see what you're doing and notices the mask in the sand. Okay, so they're probably here, she says, very unpleased.
More than likely.
Do you pick it up? Do you leave it in the sand?
I want to flip it over with my foot.
You flip it over. The back of it looks like it's just covered in pitch like the feathers were.
Okay, then. I guess I pick it up.
At this point, Rothwell will also turn around to see what you're doing and see what words were just spoken. To which the half-orc will now kind of grab Rothwell by the sides and practically hoist Rothwell up in front of her like a human shield. Them be pitch feathers! Them be pitch feathers! They be dealing with bad juju! She sounds visibly shaken and scared, virtually hiding behind this little ditzy girl. So it appears she's got knowledge of these things too. That's something, Florentine says.
That's a lot of something.
Rothwell can't help but just giggle to herself because she's just being hoisted up like a rag doll.
So let's keep heading over to the dig site. So we know there are the pitch feather people are here.
We know they're after this figurine, Florentine
Yes.
adds. Rothwell adjusts one of her shoulders and says, and we know they hit hard.
Very hard. I just chuckle lightly.
Both of you have to kind of coax the orc to set Rothwell down before you can even continue, but you begin to make your way over to the rest of the campsite. And unfortunately, I'm going to stop it there.
Okay.
Alright, so next adventure we will figure out what is going on. Continuation. And hopefully some more answers. So, with that, as always, I've been your GM. I've had Skaith play with me here, and we'll see where this goes.
Talk to you all later.